All right, sorry about that. Mic wasn't working. Check 1, 2. Got a Trump tweet. Very good news. I have just been informed that the 8 women protesters who were going to be executed tonight in Iran will no longer be killed. Well, we got a nice pump in equities. Back into this box of resistance. Let's see if we break through or get rejected and come down. The 9-day moving average is pushing up pretty hard. The VWAP is still pretty far down there, 100 points down at around 26,900. Down 22 bucks on my XFA. Up 138 on a practice. Let's throw on a long here. Deadline set by Trump for the Iranians by this coming Sunday. Okay. So maybe they extended that Wednesday deadline. That's bullish for the short term. All right, we're going to push up here. So we're at new highs, new all-time highs. Let's see if we push up here. Trump wants to reach agreement with Iran by Sunday. Let's see if we get another push up. We're getting some headlines. Just gonna put a stop right here, risking 26 bucks for a breakout. Bad entry. Alrighty, got stopped out there. Bad trade. FOMO trade. Diego in the house. Good morning, brother. Thank you very much for coming by. Appreciate that. You in any trades? You catch that little pump up? I'm down 31 bucks on my XFA. Made a couple trades. Not trading that good, that's for sure. Kind of chasing. Kind of want to go long again. After a touch of the 9-day moving average. We got some headlines coming out. Yeah, 83 subs. That's sick, right? Yeah, I had a couple homies in the chat last night. That was awesome. Had some good conversations. Diego, your account got liquidated? No, man. Do some practice trading or something. But that sucks. Yeah. I want everyone to succeed, you know? But that's brutal. That's brutal. I feel you. You saw me lose my account last week. Well, you're just one of us, you know? We all lose accounts and we come back to fight another day. All right, I'm kind of liking the long here. I'm going to go long. Let's see if I get a few bucks here. Microsoft working closely with Anthropic and industry partners. Okay. Long Microsoft, I guess. Keep learning and practicing. Yep. That's why I like to make a bunch of practice trades before I get into the XFA trades. But right now I'm kind of chasing. Oh, that's ugly. That's ugly candle. I'm not having a good day either. I'm just trying to break even up here. Yeah, you're supporting me, bro. Thanks. I really appreciate that. If I was able to give out a free account, I would. I'd give it to you, Diego. Maybe one day. The first free thing I give out is going to Diego, buddy. The real one. Yeah, but a lot of headline risk. It's hard to trade, you know. You hold too long and you get wicked out. Right now, I want to see a push up to 27,100. We're at all-time highs. So there's no structure that you can look at, really. Like, there's nothing, right? It's all-time highs. Do we just keep going? Or do they give us a chance to... do we short up here? Just to break up more? Anything can happen. Headlines are coming out. If we get a deal by Sunday, maybe next week we'll be bullish. But Diego, thank you very much for stopping by, man. That's awesome. And you left a like. That's sweet. Alright, this trade's not working out. Oh, yeah. Now it's breaking down. I'm going to do one more ad. Don't want to FOMO in. But I kind of am. Bought the top there. Alright, one more in. See if we get a pump up. If not, manual stop. Right. I don't even know if it's going to let me print the next candle. It's a decent amount of volume on that push up, though. The Bookmap looks pretty... pretty thin, actually. There's not much there. Yeah, you saw a new member, Koresh. Yeah. Koresh came by yesterday. Yeah, he had a good conversation. Seems like a real nice guy. Koresh. And I think he's from Texas or something. So he should be trading right now. Too bad he didn't stop by. Maybe he'll come by in the chat in a bit. Yeah, no worry, Diego. Take your time, brother. Appreciate you stopping by. All right, I'm going to take one off. Let's see if we get this push up. Let's go. I want to put a stop right under the 9-day moving average. Let's get a little push up here. Come on. I can get out and be like break even for the day right now. Kind of feel like doing that. You know what? I'm going to do that. All right, we're break even for the day. And I'll wash this baby pump. I'll be back also. Still making a push up. Dang. Got out way too early. All right. Do we continue this pump? This all-time highs, all-time highs. We got Tesla earnings after New York closed today. I'd like to see a nice push on Tesla. I'm overweight on it. Got like 100 shares of Tesla right now. Oh, sorry. Never mind. 32 shares of Tesla. So you might be building a head and shoulders here. Something like that. Kind of feeling a little FOMO, I ain't gonna lie. We got some liquidity up there at like 27,050 area. Not much though. 27,200, there's 150 contracts on the NQ. What are you thinking on your long terms? Diego, I've been slowly selling them, honestly. We're at all-time highs, so slowly selling long terms. Couple shares a day. I'm up pretty good for the year on the long term, so I want to take some profit and maybe wait for a pullback. I haven't added to any long terms for the last 2 weeks. Because we've just been pumping up like crazy. All right, let's see if we get a pullback at least to this line that I've drawn here. Actually, those, you know what? Those don't even matter now. I'm going to delete all my drawings. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. Oh yeah, look at that 1 hour candle. Just broke on through. If that's a bull flag, we could still see a nice 50, 60, 70 point pump. Go back to the 1 minute. I'd like to see a nice pullback. Let's pull a fib right here. Got the golden pocket down at 27,014. Diego, you got any long terms? Long term investments you've been holding? You're from the States, so you probably got like a Roth IRA or something like that, right? Make sure to max that out. You have a Roth and a TSP. I'm not sure about the TSP. I don't know what that is. Thrift savings plan? Okay. Retirement savings and investment plan for federal employees and uniformed service members. Okay, nice. Yeah, take advantage of all the tax-free accounts that you can get. It's better to max those out before just investing in the regular accounts. Because tax kills you, especially up here in Canada. They take half your money. 50% capital gains up here. Kills you. They make $100,000 in your investments and the government takes half. Pakistan received positive signals from Iran to resume face-to-face talks. All right, we're getting some headlines. I kind of want to go long here, but man, I don't want to buy the top. Buyers are stepping in, that's for sure. Oh, in LA, it's 50% too? Oh, yeah. That's why everyone's moving out of LA. At least in the States, each state has like a different rate. In Canada, it's pretty much like across the board. Doesn't matter where you live. You're still paying 50% capital gains. Whether it's real estate, stocks, even savings accounts. They get you on there too. In Nevada and Texas, there is no income to state tax. Yeah, exactly. And I think Florida has a pretty low income tax as well. H.W. Bush aircraft carrier strike group anticipated to reach Middle East in 3 to 5 days. Well, that's some military posturing right there. A little bit of bullying going on. That's no good. All right, we didn't test golden pocket. I mean, I would have seen it. It would have been nice to at least test down here or even take out these boys down here. Headlines on the left. Let's check out the marine traffic. This guy's anchored here. What happened here? Cargo ship. You know what? Let's put this on a practice account. Let's go long. I'm feeling bullish still. Stop below the golden pocket. That's pretty huge. 75 bucks. If that was a 1-to-1 trade, that's what it would look like. But buying the tops is difficult, right? There's nothing to look back at. We're at all-time highs. Oil's still below 100, but we're above 90. But Diego, you're the man. Thanks for stopping by. That's awesome. Maybe do some practice trading right now. Set up a new account for next week. All right, let's see if we get a push up. Let's keep making record highs, all-time highs, all-time highs. Iran negotiating team didn't hold talks on nuclear issues in Islamabad, referring to the first round of talks that happened. I'm getting roasted on this guy's channel. Clay Trader. Well, Clay Trader's on my ass right now. Call me non-professional. My bad. All right, down on this trade. It's a practice account, so I'm not too worried about it. Well, let's see if this breakout happens. I mean, we're buying the tops here. It's usually not the best thing to do. We are up 1.5% on the NQ. All right, let's see if we get a push up here. It's not looking the best, but we didn't push down too much. Buyers are still in control. All right, well, we're pushing up. Let's see. Dozens of U.S. cargo planes loaded with munitions. Why can't I pronounce that? That's weird. Munitions landed today at Ben Gurion Airport. Of course. Israel's loading up on some bombs. Ace Trades. Hey, thanks for stopping by, brother. Did he come in from Clay Trades? He's roasting me. But thanks for stopping by, Ace Trades. Let me know if you're in any trades, any Ace Trades. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, Ace Trades. That's awesome. Let me know if you're in any trades or any positions. Well, this is a practice account. I'm in a long. Looks like I bought the top. Is this going to be the top of the day? We got headlines on the left here. They're coming in. 400 U.S. service members injured in Iran war. Wow. That's no good. That's for sure. Ace trades. Not in any trade in the moment. That's a lot. What's a lot? One micro? By Ace Trades, let me know where you're watching from. Really appreciate you stopping by. That's awesome. All right, this is pushing back. That was a bad entry for sure. Let's see if we get some pullbacks. Or are we just going to keep going up? Oh, look at that. Look at that move. Wow. That was a good buy there at 27,000. 27,021. All right, let's let this trade marinate, I guess. Not really confident. Oil made a little wick down. Oil's still above 90 though. That should be bearish. Ace trades. That's a lot. A lot of people injured in the UK. Oh, you're from the UK? Yeah, a lot of people injured. That's insane. 400 service people injured in Iran. You're from the UK? That's dope. Ace trades from the UK. Well, I appreciate you stopping by at least. That's awesome. What are you thinking market wise? Bullish, bearish for the rest of the day? I usually don't like trading this 10 o'clock hour. I don't do real well. We're about 9 minutes away from the next 1 o'clock candle, or 1 hour candle. Bullish in general, yeah, aren't we all? The market's built to go up. But at these record highs, like, what do? Do you keep adding to longs? Like, we've had such a strong push up in the last, like, 2 weeks. It's been wild. Look at that. Look at that. That's insane. We were at 22,960 in March, the end of March. So like 22 days ago, we were down at 22,960. Just think about that for a second. That's like 3,700 points up. That's wild. It looks like we're still going. All right, we're making another push up. More new highs. Let's see. Yeah, 3-week rep, no doubt. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, Ace Trades. That's awesome. Do you usually trade the New York session, Asia session, European session, or all sessions? Give me a minute. Ace trades. $7,156 entry. Is that a long? All right, that's a decent. There, let's pull up the ES here. $71.56. Okay, well, we're going there. This is a practice account, so just take that into consideration, please. The Kremlin. Technical details of oil supplies via Druzhba pipeline are currently being discussed at corporate level. Iran president. Breach of commitments, blockade, and threats are main obstacles to genuine negotiations. All right, we're getting some headlines here. Got a couple headlines. Just missed your entry, Ace Trades. All right, let's see. We go for new highs or what? Is Clay still streaming? He went after me. That's fine though. Let's check out marine traffic. Anything going through? Doesn't look like it. These two ships look like they're... What's going on here? Got a container ship, bulk carrier, and who's this guy in the middle? Doesn't say a cargo vessel. Oh, interesting. Looks like they're going to collide. Yeah, just missed your entry. You're about what? A tick away. Well, we'll see. You still might get that chance to enter Ace Trades. All right, we're gonna push up. We got a we got a bunch of liquidity. We got a 500 order at 27,055. It's definitely gonna go grab that. They pushed it down from 60. Watch it just disappear though. Fake everyone out. All right, you know what? Let's get out of this. Kind of feel like going into a long on the XFA. Kind of want to go long here. Let's check out the 3-minute here. I mean, we're looking like that could be a decent bull flag. Push up to, that's realistic. 27,100. Nice even number. Get close to it at least. Okay, they pulled those huge orders up by 27,050. Completely pulled them. So is someone spoofing or what? Ace trades. Would have been nice trade. They were probably stop loss orders. Maybe. But why would they pull them? And where'd they go? That's the question. Man, I was planning on going long right here. Kind of glad I didn't. I want to see like a push down to this circle here. Maybe I'll get into a long. And will this hold support? About this area? Give it a little time here. See if we get some more headlines. Check out the Truth Socials. Latest from Truth Social. Nothing. Market moving 26 minutes ago. The target, or take profit target 71.66, which is, oh, okay. All right, yeah. But to be fair, we're kind of getting. We got a high here, lower high, lower high. So if you break this zone, we could definitely come up here, take these highs out. That's possible. Let's put on CL again. Still above 90. Up 3.5%. Let's look at equities. Let's take Trump off. Taking a look at equities here. Tesla's up 0.7%. Nvidia's up 1.5%. 1.15% actually. Meta's up 1.2%. Costco's down, kind of flat, down 0.14%. Apple's up 2.7%. They got a new CEO coming in. Well, Ace Trades, hopefully you get your entry and get that move. All right, we got a couple of people. Actually, no. We got like 1 or 2 people watching. That's fine. A lot of competition out there. Not looking to sell anything or promote anything. Just trying to trade, keep myself in check, and maybe build a little community of like-minded traders. All right, let's see if we get a push down here. Latest news was from the Kremlin. That was a while ago. 20 minutes ago. If anything you do is easy, everyone will be doing it. Right, Ace? Right, mate. I'm from Canada, so I'm with you, bro. Long live the king, baby. I haven't been to Europe for like over 10 years. I went to the UK and France, Holland. That's about it, I think. I'd love to visit, but now I got kids, so it's like a long journey. Ace Trades, were you born and raised in the UK, or you living there temporarily? Any plans to come to North America? Tesla has earnings today too. That's huge. I might live stream the earnings call. Love America. Oh, you've been a few times? Oh, nice. Let me guess. You went to California, New York, Las Vegas, and maybe Florida. All right, let's see if we we got a little topping pattern right here. We're 45 minutes away from power hour. All right, we're pushing down. Here, you know what? Let's put a short in. Let's see if we can get a little push down into this box. New York, Miami, Vegas, and Washington. Yeah. Oh, you went to Washington too? Nice. It's awesome. You're a well-traveled person, Ace Trades. It's great. I'm short right now, trying to see a push into this box. Not looking for many points. Let's see if we get a little push down here. I like trailing the stop. So like I'm up right now. Here you go. Put a stop on. See if we get a push. Or we reject off this box. If we get into the box and consolidate down here, that'd be nice. A little consolidation, another push down. It's a tight stop, so I'll probably get stopped out anyways. Shorts look good. Shorts might look good, but I'm going to get stopped out right here. Yeah. I don't want to take too much of a risk right now. We're just so bullish. Shorting is just stupid. You know? Diego, you still in the house? Say what's up, brother. Alright, bounced right off that resistance box that I had drawn for a little while. Did we get back into these highs here? 27,050 and then Q. The order book doesn't look too crazy. Alright, we're still going down. Alright, I'm going to step over. Oh, okay, we're still going down. Now we're in the box. Let's see if the box holds. Are we going to start breaking down? VWAP's way down there. Let me check my TradingView. VWAP's at 26,913. All right, I'm going to step away for a couple minutes. All right. Still here, trying to figure out what's happening. Are we getting a head and shoulders pattern maybe? Something like that. Having a little lunch right now. Don't want to chew into the mic, so I'm going to mic it. Sorry, mute it. Alrighty. Let's have a quick lunch. Like 25 minutes away from power hour. Man, that's a spicy lunch. Let's get back onto a practice account. Let's go long. Well, I'm long on a practice account right now. Waiting for some headlines. Let's see. Let's get back to the 1 minute chart. See how that looks. Well, let's see if we see new highs today. We've already seen a couple. All-time high, bunch of times. All right, let's see. Let's see if we get this push. Taking a look at equities. Tesla's up 0.5%. Nvidia's up 1%. Meta's up 1%. Costco's down 0.2%. Apple's up 2.4%. If anyone's watching, say what's up in the chat. Appreciate it. Getting a little push up. So if we make a move to all-time highs again, that'd be wild. No new news. All right, let's wait and see. We're looking pretty good here. Up like 9 points. Look at the 9-day moving average kind of starting to curl down. That's not good for longs. Ace Trades, you still here? Diego, you still here? Let me know. All right, I'm feeling the bullish momentum here. Just market ordered in for a long. So if you get like a positive news headline, take us to all-time highs again. 27,100, that's my target. We don't have any huge orders on the order book here. 10s, 15s, 20s on the NQ. Biggest one I see is like 50 contracts at 27,050 bucks. That's the high. We got VWAP still way down there at 26,960. Nice bounce on the 9-day moving average. See if you get a push up. No new headlines. Let's refresh the financial juice. Yeah, nothing new. Iran rejects Trump's claim of halting women's executions. Okay. I don't know why that should affect markets. Probably won't. Let's see. All right, let's see if we break out to at least maybe a double topping or something. The 9 days still moving up. So that's bullish. And VWAP is slowly curling up. All right, we're testing the entry. Let's see if we hold. Those two wicks don't look too great. Iran, no women were facing execution. Man, Trump's just looking like a goof every time he tweets now. Iran's playing the tweet game on him. That's for sure. Brent crude settles at 101, almost 102 a barrel. All right, we're still going up. Slowly. There we go. Here comes the breakout. All right, up a couple points, up like 10 points on this trade. Getting close to power hour. All right, you know what? I'm just going to close this trade. I want to see a... I mean, we might just go up. That's a nice V right there. VWAP's still way down there. Be nice if it would go touch it. Touch the VWAP and then pump. That'd be a pretty big push down. That's what I'm looking at. All right, I'll be back. All right, we're getting a little pullback here. See if there's any opportunity to get in. Nvidia's pushing down, Tesla's pushing down. No major headlines. Check out the marine traffic. No. Okay, there you go. Yeah, same thing. Still dead. What's if you get a nice pullback down to VWAP? Might enter there for a long. Yeah. Sit and wait, I guess. Alrighty, we're in power hour. Getting that pullback. Bad entry. Ouch. Alright, let's see if we go to VWAP now. Ouch. I was trying to get 27,000. Alright, if you go down to VWAP, I'll put in another trade. Oh, VWAP's way down there. Oh, God, I hate top step VWAP. VWAP's at 920. Ouch. That's down there. Well, let's see. Maybe we'll build into the position. Let's see if we can hold 27,000. We're below it right now. Or we just break down. Taiwan Semiconductor ASML's latest equipment is too pricey to use. Well, considering ASML's the only one making those machines to make chips, where else are you going to go? Inflation's hitting TSMC too. Well, no one watching right now. Lots of competition. People streaming all over the place. All right, we got Caroline Leavitt about to speak in a bit.
I think they do.
All right, let's wait for Caroline Leavitt to come out and speak. All right, let's see what she has to say. Maybe get some updates on the Iran war. Or the meetings in Pakistan. We'll find out. Oops. There she is. Is that her? I can't even tell. Let's see if we get a push. The Bookmap looks pretty thinned out. Maybe let's see, we'll get an announcement of something. All right, let's see if we get this push up. Waiting for the press secretary to start speaking soon. Did ASML just dump? Well, that's a pretty big dump. It's recovering now, about 4% dump. Ouch. All right, we're getting a decent push up. See how the next candle prints. If it's red, I might just get out. 18 seconds. All right, let's put a stop up. There we go. We're going to push. Let's go. Let's get this push. All-time highs. All right, we're going out. All right, that was like 20 points or so. Not bad. Get 20 points in a couple minutes. Take that every day. Every day, anytime. I'll be back. All right. What's up with this camera shot? All right, let's see if they fix the camera. All right. Is Leavitt gonna say some positive things right now or what? All right, let's see if we get a high there, lower high. Let's see if we get a lower high or we break through. That's what we're looking at. Oil's still above 90. ASML making a nice recovery. All right, here we go. Making a push. Didn't touch a VWAP. Didn't even get close. The VWAP is pretty flat. It's not really coming up. Well, actually, oh, it's coming up. My bad. VWAP is coming up slowly. Not sharply. Got a big wick on oil here. Touched $92.50. All right, they're still setting up. So maybe just turn the audio down. My bad. That was annoying. Ace trades. I guess everyone left. No one's even watching right now. My bad. Bad YouTubing. So learning how to tube. But that's alright. Don't mind talking to myself. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Oh, okay, here we go. We're gonna push. Alright. All-time highs. New highs. Let's see if we get another push up here. To the 100s. Or I'm gonna buy the top again. That'd be bad. Alright, just waiting for Caroline Leavitt, press secretary, to start speaking any minute now. Oh, we got a bunch of headlines actually. Oh, she's already talking? Why isn't this working? That's horrible. Okay, that's not cool. Thought I would Leavitt on here. Oh, she's making statements. I see. Alright, let's see if we get a push up here. Still waiting for Caroline Leavitt to meet the press. Oh, you can hear her in the background talking. I don't know why she's not at the mic. That's weird. Well, for some reason, she's like talking to the... I don't even know who she's talking to. Why are they filming her from the back? That's just strange. What's up with that? All right, finally. Here she comes. right, let's see what she has to say.
Tell us how the president is willing to extend the ceasefire in order to reach a deal, and does he believe that a deal can be struck while the U.S. blockade is still in place?
Great questions, and I will answer them. Let's level set on where we are. As you all saw yesterday, President Trump announced an extension of the ceasefire. He's maintaining and generously offering a bit of flexibility to a regime who has been completely tarnished because of Operation Epic Fury. There's obviously a lot of internal division. This is a battle between the pragmatists and the hardliners in Iran right now, and the president wants a unified response. And so as we await that response, there's a ceasefire with the military and kinetic strikes, but Operation Economic Fury continues, and the effective and successful naval blockade continues as well, of ships and vessels that are moving to and from Iranian ports. We are completely strangling their economy through this blockade. They're losing $500 million a day. The Carg Island is completely full. They can't move oil in and out. They can't even pay their own people as a result of this economic leverage that President Trump has inflicted over them. So he's satisfied with that as we await their response, and we will see. The president has not set a firm deadline to receive an Iranian proposal, unlike some of the reporting I've seen today. Ultimately, the timeline will be dictated by the commander-in-chief and the president of the United States.
In Iran and who the administration is negotiating with?
Well, we obviously know who we're negotiating with because our negotiating team has sat down with those individuals in person. But obviously there's a lot of internal fraction and internal division, which again just proves the effectiveness of Operation Epic Fury in the first place. Their regime and many of its leaders for nearly 5 decades have been wiped off of the face of planet Earth. So again, the president's offering them a little bit of flexibility because we want to see a unified proposal to the president's very strong proposal, and he's made his red lines very clear. Again, the United States maintains control over this situation, leverage over the Iranian regime. Not only have they been significantly weakened and obliterated militarily, but they are losing economically and financially every single moment that passes with this blockade. So the president is going to continue to lead the free world, to run the United States of America as we await the Iranian response. John.
Thanks a lot, Caroline. 2 questions. What's the ultimate goal of this blockade? Is it indefinite? And is the ceasefire that's in place right now also indefinite?
Look, again, I'm not going to set a timetable for the president. He has not done that, and I won't. I know there's been some anonymous sourced reporting that there was maybe a 3 to 5 day deadline. That is not true. The president has not set a deadline himself. Ultimately, he will dictate the timetable. And again, he is satisfied with the naval blockade, and he understands that Iran is in a very weak position, and the cards are in President Trump's hands right now.
On the issue of Virginia redistricting, because he weighed in this afternoon raising concerns about polls. Why didn't he campaign more actively against this referendum? Why not spend time on Truth Social encouraging people to vote no before the vote, then raise concerns after?
That's a question that's political by nature. As you know, I'm not part of the president's political team anymore. I do sit here at the White House as a government employee. Look, the president has a lot on his plate, a lot on his schedule. He did host a telephone call prior to the election the night before, but he's made his position on the result of this election clear to all of you today. Mary Bruce.
The president is not setting a deadline with this ceasefire right now, but this war has already gone on longer than he said it would initially. How long should Americans be prepared for this war to go on?
Look, I think President Trump ultimately will dictate the timeline, and he will do so when he feels is in the best interest of the United States and the American people. Sure, go ahead.
Thank you very much. So in the same day, the president said that he doesn't want to extend the ceasefire and the bombs would start falling after the end of the ceasefire. And unilaterally, he declared that the ceasefire would be extended indefinitely. Iranian state media are openly mocking the president of the United States and saying we didn't even request the extension of the ceasefire. What's the response from the president of the United States?
The response is you guys all see a lot of different messaging coming out of Iran, a lot of different rhetoric and language from them. I would caution you to take anything that they say at face value. What we've seen is that what they say publicly is much different than what they concede to the United States and our negotiating team privately. I've said that repeatedly to all of you in the news media, and you should take our word for it.
On another topic, there's been some reporting about a possible bailout for Spirit Airlines. Can you update us on those talks, and why does the administration think it's a good investment to buy into a bankrupt airline?
Well, I understand the airline is bankrupt because the previous administration blocked the merger, which was probably not a wise move. Obviously, this is something the Commerce Department and the President are tracking. I don't have any updates or announcements, but the aviation industry is very important to this President and this White House. Millions of Americans depend on it. We want to see the best possible outcome, but I don't have any announcements today.
Thank you so much, Caroline. So, how long is the President willing to wait for the Iranians to come to the table, and does he trust the Iranians to come to the table?
Again, I've now been asked this question a few different times, a few different ways. I'm not going to set a deadline for it. Libby, go ahead.
Caroline. A lot of the negotiations, or it seems public statements that we've seen from the President come on True Social and the Iranians on X, a lot of back and forth there. Did the President's True Social post throughout the day ahead of these negotiations have a negative impact on negotiations?
I think look at where we are right now. The President chose to extend the ceasefire together. The United States and President Trump have been very clear in our demands and our red lines and what we need to see in the best interest of the American people and our country. The short answer to your question is no.
Does the White House have an understanding at this point of who inside of Iran will have the final sign-off on it?
The White House and our intelligence community certainly has a good understanding. You want to see a unified to the previous different messaging on social media from many people with that public nonsense is not what we hear from them privately. But again, what the President is awaiting. Again, I'll leave our intelligence community and the President to decide. Nick, go ahead.
Does the White House have a response to the DOJ's indictment of the SPLC, as well as the allegations that donated funds were used to actually fund the very
Order filled.
Yeah, I saw the indictment yesterday. I saw the acting attorney general and FBI director do a press conference on it. It was quite shocking to learn of the egregious violations of the law the Southern Poverty Law Center was committing, and I think that's a story in this country because they've obviously been duping their supporters and the American taxpayers for far too long. It's a criminal organization, clearly, and that's not our DOJ saying that or Todd Blanche saying that. That's a grand jury indictment saying that.
All right. Got 20 minutes left. MOC's coming up in a bit. It'll show up on the right side. Oh, let me just refresh this page. MOC in 9 minutes and 50 seconds. All right, I guess I'll let MOC play out. After that, cut the stream. See you guys in the evening. All right, I still got some time actually. I don't know if I'm going to make an actual trade. We're 6 minutes and 40 seconds away from MOC. Let's see what that brings. Thinking about selling a couple of my long terms here. Might sell a bunch of micron. Alright, we're seeing Tesla push down. They got earnings after hours. Okay, here we go. All-time highs again. Wow. Taking a little cheeky short here. So if you pull back a little bit. Two minutes from MOC. Alright, we're out of that. NQ up 1.6% for the day. That's huge. $40 seconds away from MOC. Let's see what happens. Oh. All right, buy side 2 billion on S&P, 600 million on Nasdaq, 700 million buy side Dow, and 584 million buy side on the Mag 7. Leaders are Nvidia and Amazon. The top sells are Qualcomm, Oracle, Meta, Visa, Intel. All right, these numbers are going to change. You can see them on the left. All right, let's see if we get a push up to 100. I'm going to go long. End of the day trade. Still buy side. All right, we're going to follow this trade. Let's go. Let's get this pump. Ouch. All right, we're going to add a couple more here. We're in 7 micros long on Diamond Q. Tesla still dipping down. All right, we're adding 2 more. Going to be max 10 contracts in. Doesn't work out, we'll stop out. Manual stop. All right, 1 more entry. Still buy side. We got the MOC on the left here. It'll update automatically. All right, let's see if we get this push. If not, might need to stop out. It's not looking as strong as I thought it would. All right, wait and see. Come on, let's get this push. All right, we're out. All right, we'll call that a day. Might still go up. I'll leave the MOC up. Is anyone even watching? If no one's watching, I'll just call it a stream. Yeah, no one's watching. All right, see you guys in the evening. Thanks for stopping by. Peace.